like that shit. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate it. I had to let the world know. You know, you always gotta plug yourself.
Yeah. I was cause I was expecting more stuff like this and shit. And you were like more.
Yeah, man.
Groovy and dancey.
I like that I'm able to switch it up into my production. Like I said, except for that first track I did perform. I mean, I did produce all those.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, this is just like my return back to the starlight per se. Cause I've been behind the scenes. I've been mixing all the team shit, all the Richmond shit, all the Players Club shit from Killer Cam.
Oh, you also like record and mix and stuff or what?
Yeah, so I do engineering as well. So I mix and master and I produce.
Yeah.
As you see, I rap and perform too. You know what I mean? I'm finna start getting some writing credits.
Hell yeah, that's
it. Try to do it all over.
Hey, you ever recorded an acoustic act?
What's that?
You ever recorded an acoustic act?
I have not, but
produce it to like, you know, add a bass and keys and shit.
So I haven't recorded acoustic, but I've taken acoustic and sampled it.
Yeah.
I like to take it and make it sound dirty and old, like a sample.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be, hey, slide through, bro. We can do something.
Hey, I'm down, dude.
We can do something.
Yeah.
I'm always down to incorporate live instruments because I can tell you, especially, man, like I was telling you earlier, you was getting off. You have such a big voice. I didn't expect for your voice to project how it did.
Oh, thank you.
You have good mic
he's
control.
really shy.
He was away from the mic.
He's shy.
He was I was like, oh, this motherfucker know what he doing.
I always try to hype him up and promote his music for him because he doesn't say anything. I'm like,
nah,
bro, say it.
Even if you don't want to be in the spotlight and you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there that are talented and they're shy and like, it's not for me, but I can write these songs and I can sing and I can play instruments. Bro, you can make sample records. You can make just sample loops. I'm telling you right now, bro, you can play 10 original 8-bar loops on your guitar and sell that shit for $50 on hip hop sites.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I've heard
People will
about
buy
that.
it.
Yeah, they sell like little. What is that called?
Just selling sample packs.
Sample packs. Yeah.
So instead of it being a sample that people go and get from like a record, you're going to go ahead and you're gonna just make shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just make melodies.
And they'll use it for like
make melodies, and I'll take it. I'll put my little spin on it.
Fuck yeah.
And then that's a beat now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So definitely, bro, there's a market for that. And
that'd be tight because what I'm going for is I'm used to playing in bands.
Okay, yeah.
And ever since the pandemic and shit, I kind of want to do something where like I don't always have to depend on people.
Production, bro. Yeah. Especially if you know how to play an instrument. Yeah. Production is where it's at.
And I feel like if someone helps me like produce a beat, I can just play the beat in the background.
Or even playing accents and adding on to make a track fuller. So that third track I performed solo, that was just a sample in the drums. Me and Obi went back later after I actually recorded on it, and we added all the little pianos, the little synths you hear. All that shit is post-production. You slide in that bitch with that guitar, bro, after I got some shit laid down, we go crazy. For real.
That's it.
But yeah, man, show my brother Killer Cam some love too on the performance. Doing his thing, man.
What up, man? How you doing? Pleasure to be here. Appreciate y'all for having me. Yeah.
And right now it's a little fucking loud, so we gotta talk into the mics and fucking.
It's all good.
Yeah, it started getting packed in here. It wasn't like this earlier.
Yeah. Hey, definitely off this, we should get definitely like a podcast of you two.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure. We can definitely sell
that way it can sound crispy.
For sure.
You know, all those shit.
I'm with that.
That's
Yeah,
sick,
we'll be
though.
all sweaty and shit in the camera.
No, this is sick though, because it's raw. I love this shit.
On the spot.
So that's why it's cool that.
Fresh off a 20-minute set, we was going crazy.
All the stuff that was on your set, is it on like iTunes and all that?
Man, unfortunately it is not. I've been a ghost for the last shit. I've been on a couple of his records, you know what I mean? Here and there, sprinkled out, but as for solo shit, it's been maybe since like 2017.
Yeah.
So as far as iTunes and all that, I'm Casper the Ghost, but it's coming on real soon, man.
What about YouTube or anything?
YouTube, we ain't there yet either, man. I'm coming through with a force. I'm like the hidden weapon.
Arson is like a genius, like that still needs to reveal himself.
Yeah, man.
You know,
like,
he's still in the cave. He's knowledgeable. Like he knows everything, bro. Like, you can talk about anything with this guy, and he'll like It would be like a full-on discussion, bro. Like Arson's
when I heard the music, I was right off the back. I was like, oh, I gotta fucking get this.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man.
I can't tell. Was one of the last songs like a newer like song or what?
The very last one I performed was actually the oldest, the second oldest.
Okay.
So the very first song I performed, that's the oldest song.
Okay.
That I've recorded recently. Then the next one, I just recorded that like last week.
Sick.
The third one, I recorded that last week. And then the last one I did maybe like a month or two ago.
So you have it recorded, you just haven't put it out?
I haven't put them out. You know, I'm a perfectionist, especially when it comes to the beat, because like I said, that beat on that third to last song, the little party track I did, that beat didn't sound like that last week.
It's your first solo album?
No, if I put out this little EP, I'm planning on, excuse me, I've been drinking a little, I ain't gonna plug them, no free sponsorships over here, I ain't gonna plug them. But you know, it'll be my second solo outing. Okay. So I did a project back in the day, we were in a group, I ain't gonna say the name, but we was in a group back in the day, and I had a project with them, I dropped under that little label, it was called, I'm faded. It was called Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah.
So
how'd you guys meet?
I met him through
Streets. No, I'm just playing.
He was out in the streets doing straight things.
The homies, man, mutual friends, the music.
That's it.
Music.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's what like has always connected us and kept us connected. But then it's just like through the years, you know what I'm saying? You build like a
life happens,
brotherhood. You feel me? You know,
so you guys been rocking for a cool minute?
Like 12 years.
This been my dog since freshman year of high school, man.
Long time.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you guys always work together?
Yeah, man. Like even when in the group that we were in, I would say it was like what, like 8 of us maybe.
And they don't want to let me rap because I was a knucklehead.
But nah, man,
they want to let me rap because I was a knucklehead.
Even though that shit fell out, it was needed, man. I look at it as like rap camp because I used to get kicked off of songs. Get told no.
Really? Like, what do you mean kick? Like you would lay down your verse and then
niggas would be like, nah, bro, that's
take it
not
out.
it.
Damn.
That shit weak, bro.
Shout out to the homie Adonis Rose. We come from the school of Adonis Rose.
Yeah, man.
That was the first person I ever was really inspired by. Like, that was the first person I ever seen with the composition notebook full of rap books, you feel me? Really rapping, saying something that meant something, you feel me? And yeah, so we come from that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he was older by years, 4 or 5 years, so his opinion always kind of like meant something. So he was doing his thing. Yeah, when he was doing his thing,
that's
like,
it.
nah, bro, I take this music shit serious. And now that I take it serious, I can kind of see how he felt. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want just nobody coming there and fucking around. He been fighting all day at school and doing crazy shit. Then he come in the booth and just can throw off your vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, as I get more into it, I kind of understand where they was coming from in the sense of they was taking it way more serious before I was.
Yeah. And
so
it's a growth.
Looking back on it, I kind of respect the fact that that's what they was on.
And like I was saying, that whole time was needed. It was growth because, like I said, we was out there rapping about knucklehead shit. We got a song back in the day called "Calm Down," and it's just about like disrespecting niggas and being like, calm down, nigga, what you gonna do about it?
And my whole verse is real too.
Yeah,
my whole verse is real.
It's hilarious.
But I was such a kid, I didn't know how to project my voice. If you go back and listen to it now, it's probably like sound crazy, this little ass kid. I was the
that
first.
Shit hard. That shit tight.
Yeah, it's still
that shit hard.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's the raw shit.
For us to be some kids, that shit was tight.
Yeah.
But like that was needed, you know what I mean? Because now, like you said, we older now. We try to rap with a purpose. I don't want to be saying shit that's not going on, and that's why, like, during my verse, you know, I have parts. I even dropped that beat on it. Like I said, popping pills and sipping that lean. We don't do none of that. Like, I'm not trying to project some image that we might have did some of that shit back in the day, but niggas is older now. You know what I mean? And
speak that knowledge.
Exactly. I got nieces and nephews, and I don't like to be the like philosophical nigga and like all the kids is watching. But like, you know what I mean? It's certain.
They soak that shit in, dude.
Even though I might be cussing and shit, I want my nephew or my niece to be able to play some shit and like, yeah, he's saying a couple bad words, but he's not saying nothing crazy. You feel me? He's not saying nothing bad. I ain't disrespecting women. If I say hoes, I'm talking about hoes. You know, everybody know what hoes is. You feel me?
I feel for me, like when I write lyrics now, I try to fucking say it with like not hide things, but like explain it more. and when I'm rapping it, not rapping it, but like singing it and shit, like give a situation more to where like it gives more of a context to
more
like
context and a relatable feeling.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like not just be like, oh, I'm getting fucked up all day, you know, like more like
maybe I'm telling you why I'm getting fucked up.
I'm
going through shit, nigga. I'm having a bad day.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Kind of like always.
And that's where I've been. Being honest with myself in my lyrics, like talking about how we used to eat free lunches and shit, and like, you know what I mean? Now I'm not the richest nigga, but we can go out and we can go slide to a little fancy restaurant, go get a little steak or some shit, take our girls out for a nice night on the town. We getting enough bread to do that. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna sit here and brag like I got $1 million, but
we live comfortable enough to. Cause music is expensive.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
So I don't know. Like a lot of people think like, oh, it's just it's fun. But that shit costs.
It's a lot of work.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of work. One of the biggest things that I've learned is the networking is so
really
important.
Gotta have a certain. I feel like everyone hits that point where you really gotta have a certain passion for it.
No, fuck yeah, dude.
To keep striving and keep going.
Like how old are you guys now?
I'm 27.
I'm 34 and I'm still fucking.
See? Like so, it's like
my blood brother is 39. He's still gonna come over on Saturday and come record a track.
Fuck yeah.
I'm producing beats for him. You feel me? So music is universal. No matter how old you are. I'm sure some niggas are 70 years old right now that'll come rip us to shreds on the mic. DJ Quick been killing shit.
Hey, Nas is the prime example of this shit really don't have no barriers because Illmatic dropped, he was like a teenager, early 20s, and then he just got a Grammy for King's Disease.
And King's Disease
he's like 40, he's 40 something.
Yeah. King's Disease too is crazy.
You know, so it's like, that should go to show you right there. It's just keep going.
Yeah, dude. I have uncles, like, this shit, if you love it and it touches you in a way, like, it's hard to ever let it go. I have uncles who are musicians, and they're like 40 now, full-ass family, job, haven't played shows in months and years, and they're still like, one day I'm gonna fucking record a badass album and shit.
They play instruments?
They're singers.
Hey, I might need some background vocals or some shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Never know.
I might have to create you up too.
Never know.
Earlier, this nigga was getting off, bro.
Let's go. Let's get
He
it.
was singing in Spanish too, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, he bilingual singing. He was hitting the high notes, bro.
I want all the collaborative efforts.
Crazy.
All collaborative efforts.
You know what you remind me of? You ever heard Kendrick Lamar Section 80?
Yeah.
So you know the dude that sings on the Fancy Girls Down Long Beach Boulevard?
Yeah.
That's what you remind me of, bro. We could do some shit like that.
Yeah, like some hooks or something? Like,
yeah, bro, like you have like I don't know, like, it's a hint of, it's not all the way soul, you know what I mean? But it had a hint of soul in there, like I don't know how to explain.
I think I'm inspired more by like Spanish music.
Yeah, man, there's
like
a lot of passion in that shit.
Yeah, like the mariachis and shit.
What I was gonna say is that it sounds like on that Kendrick Lamar, I can tell that that's not the genre of music that vocalist is used to doing. But it blends his tone and his voice. It blends so well on the track the way they did it. It makes the song captivating. There's even another. What's the other one with Kendrick where he's like whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop, whoop, whoop-de-whoop, whoop. It's on Section 82. You know what I'm talking about, bro. That dude is singing on there too, on the hood. Damn, man.
He fucking
I forget the name of that song. Section 80 is filled with that shit though. If you go back and listen to that, you'll get a vibe to what I'm talking about.
No, yeah, dude, he could do that, and that's why I've been trying to get him into this.
Cross paths, man.
Exactly.
Especially now in the time of age where like mixing genres and collaborating with artists outside of your realm is bigger than ever.
Yeah, it's more accepted now.
It's way
no
more
genre. We should aim for no genre, just all music. Just music.
Dude, the band I'm in, we play fucking metal, and then we play reggae, and then we play ska.
And that's how I feel like my set was, bro. I gave the rapidy rap people the real raps.
Yeah.
Then I went into a little more modern boom bap.
I always respect someone who takes risks.
Yeah, man, and that's what I wanted to come with was diversity, just because I might sit there and I might just be spitting bars after bars. There's ladies in the house. You know, you don't be scaring the ladies. They don't want to hear.
They want to dance, dude.
I'm flying through. It got it on me. I'm hot. They don't want to hear all that shit, bro. They want to hear that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we had to come with a couple of them.
So you feel like
So you guys are like working on music together or just individually?
Together, individually, all that, you know what I'm saying? I personally do have some things out on iTunes and all that, CamWorldwide on any streaming service that you got. The Players Club WW on YouTube. They played a couple of videos on the screen over here.
It's called the Players Club?
The Players Club Worldwide.
That's the name of the group?
That's the name of the brand. It's a brand. It's a brand. Come on, we got merch right here. Chances Make
How do I look
Champions.
up on iTunes?
CamWorldwide.
CamWorldwide?
Yep, all together.
Oh yeah.
And you'll see Chances Make Champions single up there. Damn.
But I'm gonna make it a point to when we do come and see y'all at the spot and we do the real podcast, I'm gonna have something now. I'm gonna make sure I got something now.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's
know?
easy, man.
Yeah, it's easy work.
But you're like me. Like, this is my first solo shit, and I've been on it forever.
I got the records, you feel me? I got some records, it's just, I'm trying to figure out what to do, you know what I mean? Like, we working on a little project together, so it's like, oh, do I give that to this project? Do I keep that for myself?
Yeah.
Especially because I make beats. I got secret shit that this nigga don't know about.
Yeah.
It's all good. He know, because I hear shit and be like, yeah, send it through.
But does he make beats like in your like? Because he obviously knows.
I mean, a lot of the times we kind of together.
I'll make beats together.
So I'm always 80% of the time I'm part of the beat making process. I feel like so I kind of gauge what's going on.
Like I'll
I
pull up a sample and he'll be like, oh, this is hard. So then I know, like, all right, let me fuck with this sample. Let me go for this vibe right here.
And then there's other ones where I'm like, I might not say nothing at all.
Yeah.
And then he might come and flame that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
It's definitely some beats that where the beats get played alone, and it's like, oh, this shit cool. You lay the motherfucking bars on there, this be hard.
Different.
Bro, if you ever listen to some old school rap, play that shit, but just the beat.
Bro, you don't gotta tell me.
9 times out of 10, I hear that beat, I'm like, dude, this shit is whack. I would never rap on this.
So this is what I would say. This is what I do to beats I like and music I like. And when I want to hear the production, and it's hard to find instrumental, it's a producer, engineer, little trick. You know that little Drake filter where it sounds like it's underwater?
Yeah.
You do that, but not as much, and it kind of takes the vocal out. That's what like niggas do when we're sampling beats and shit. Like we just call it a high pass filter. You take the high end vocal part out. But yeah, so then I'm listening to just the drums pretty much of the record.
Yeah.
And there's some beats you hear and you be like, bro, what the fuck? This is trash. But you could go listen to some old Timberland or some old Dr. Dre, and it's like, bro, this could come out today.
Right. Oh man, they should be crisp.
Aaliyah shit, crazy.
Yeah, that's
Chronic
my favorite.
2001,
favorite.
crazy.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, crazy. Missy Elliott, man. Missy Elliott don't get the love.
Futuristic, man. She
don't get the love she deserves.
Yeah, she's a pioneer. She's a pioneer. She's a pioneer.
I had Missy Elliott's albums when I was a little kid. You feel me? I love Missy Elliott. Under Construction.
Like she took some risks, bro. That shit was like way different than all the shit that was out there.
Every music video, you knew it was gonna be fire.
Yeah, her music video was dope.
I feel like what she was doing and dancing, bro, that shit was always dope.
Always her concepts just on that. It was never the typical like music video.
Yeah,
like, if it was some booty shaking,
If
it was some booty shaking, it was like an alien booty shaking on top of like a piano on a surfboard or some wild shit. Like it was done with a purpose. Like
That's facts, dude.
the little trash bag shoes.
Dope, yeah, I remember that shit. But that's sick. So are you part of the Rich Man Collective too?
I mean,
not officially,
technically but it's we hand in hand at this point. I record a lot of my music at you know what I'm saying. They spot when they curated this, they thought about me and threw me on a a list. So it's all love, definitely.
like,
officially
but you're always in the circle.
It's
It's like Taylor Gang Jet Life. Like we different, but we the same thing.
Exactly.
It's all love.
I mean,
it's all love.
Bro, hey, we mentioned currency like probably 3 times. But currencies, in general, we mentioned it with Long Journey on the last podcast, a couple other podcasts, but Currency is such a dope artist.
He's been on a crazy run
too
lately.
He's an underdog.
I don't even think that he's an underdog. I think it's that he didn't sell out. He just did what he wanted to do.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
I don't want to say that Wiz Khalifa sold out because obviously he went mainstream. I'm not saying he sold out at all. It's just Wiz wanted to make some of that music. You know what I mean? That just wasn't Currency's lane. So he's like, I'm not about to hop on this shit just because that's what Lil Bro wanted to do, and it worked for him. But I'm not about to just hop on whatever. And I feel like he stayed true and stayed down to what he is in his brand, and now it took off, and that's why he's on this crazy run that he's on. And I think he could be more mainstream. He was with Young Money. But he was just like, bro, I'm not about to keep rapping about this shit that I don't want to be rapping about. Exactly. I want to rap on my smooth lowrider beats. I want to talk about weed and cool shoes and
that's
what
I was
shit.
gonna say. It's all about knowing where your lane.
Your lane. You gotta find your lane.
Wiz Khalifa like that shit.
Find your lane.
And that's the thing about me, man. I ain't got no lane. So it's like you can't really box me. I want to put out some shit that sound like Benny the Butcher. I want to put out some shit that sound like Kanye West. I want to put out some shit that sound like YG. Because I listen to all these people and I enjoy all their music. So I don't want to say I want to replicate their shit, but I'm inspired by everybody.
And like you said, it's more accepted now. Because I remember when we first started making music, like when we were in high school, they would always give a shit like, nah, fool, if you guys are metal, be metal.
You have to be in a box.
Yeah, if you're indie, be indie. Like, people don't like it when you mix shit, but now it's all mixed up. Like, now it's...
Because, man, at the end of the day, especially I would say in hip-hop is we borrow from a lot of shit because hip-hop is based on sampling because motherfuckers couldn't afford the instruments and the sounds and shit to make beats from scratch, or people didn't have the music know-how, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And motherfuckers didn't know music theory and shit like that. So just sampling alone, I'm borrowing music to create my own.
Yeah.
And whether it's in my genre of hip-hop, mostly it's not. Very rarely do you sample another hip-hop song to make a hip-hop record.
Oh, yeah.
Very rarely. It's usually some soul shit. But nowadays, it's anything.
They've been doing that. They've been sampling songs, like rap songs from the 90s and shit.
Not only that, but they've been like sampling like people from 2000s.
Really?
Oh, that's the new shit right now.
The new shit is all
shit right now.
and it makes me like, I'm like, fuck,
It's
am I
weird,
getting
right?
old? Like,
yeah, we are, bro.
That was the pop. That was the pop. That 2000s was for pop music and like those type of songs. Like the drink about Jack Harlow and like he remixed the fuck.
Yeah.
Well, like,
but
it
at
was
the
like
same
Nelly.
time, though, that shit is like. It's like more acceptable to sample music earlier. I feel like back in the day, a lot of people were trying to hide the samples. Now people will sample blatantly, like, I want you to know what song this was supposed to be like. Nicki Minaj's new single, it's Rick James, Super Freak. Yeah, she wants you to know. She wants you to know. So now they're doing what R&B artists do, is remaking songs, like Cam said, but doing them hip hop.
Look at Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice was that thing, like.
And Vanilla Ice was going crazy with that shit.
He didn't want to admit it too. He was like, that sounds exactly like the fucking, like, spot on. But see, I feel like you said, like, anybody can sample now because no one's really tripping on it.
Yeah, man. It's like, why would you block me from sampling your shit? You finna get this bag too. Exactly. Especially the way music is now. It's not like, oh, you gotta be on the top 10. I can get a little bag independent and still you get some money off that, and you can have the top people sampling your shit. So unless you're like Michael Jackson or someone's music that's like sacred, a lot of motherfuckers do not care.
Bro, didn't Michael Jackson buy the rights to Happy Birthday?
Nah, but I don't know about that. But I heard Eminem was talking shit about him and kept making fun of him. So he bought all Eminem's rights, all his masters.
I remember that.
So now he was like, all right, that's cool. Keep talking about me.
That's
I own
some
the music.
fucking ballsy shit right there, bro.
Oh, right there. That's called.
He also bought the Beatles music. He did? The Beatles music.
He bought it all?
And he was having a conversation with Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney was talking about how he wants to buy the rights to his music back, and he thinks he's gonna do it. And Michael Jackson bought it. He's like, I bought it. Like,
But did he want something for it?
Because I think he was telling him it's a good business venture to
buy people's masters.
To buy, yeah. And he's like, I bought your music. He's like, what?
I bet it
That's
is.
where all the money at.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
So every movie that shit is in.
He bought it back though.
Oh, he did?
Eventually, yeah, after he got it.
I thought he fucked him over. I was like, wait, what?
Well, he did for a minute, but that's business.
Like, fuck you, nigga. I own them shits. You thought you was gonna overtake me? I'm the king, man. Michael.
That whole Michael Jackson shit's crazy.
Hey, what's crazy? Look, hey, I want you to go home and look this up. I'm not lying when I tell you this story. There's a dude, he used to be like a West Coast rapper. His name is Boo Capone. He used to fuck with like West Side Connection and shit, I think. But he told this story on All Def Digital on YouTube that Michael Jackson was like a hood ass nigga from like Gary, Indiana, like where Freddie Gibbs is from.
Yeah.
He said that Michael Jackson is from there. He said all that high pitched voice shit is fake. He said he talked like me, voice deep like mine, and he said that he used to just be doing hood shit. He said he used to hang out with the Crips, and it is a picture of Michael Jackson hanging out with the Crips, and he big chunking up that seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like, you gotta go look up the story and hear him tell it, cause he gives details. He tells a story. He was at Michael Jackson's house and like the chimp bit somebody, and Michael Jackson kicked that motherfucker down the stairs. There's all kind of wild stories about Michael Jackson.
That's crazy. So you're telling me whenever he talks in like public,
that's fake.
He's just doing like, hey, what's up, guys?
Bro, and there's like an award show where he's giving out an award, and when he first starts talking, his voice is deep as fuck, and then he goes,
I think I saw that.
And then he starts talking.
I saw something
normal.
where his voice changed. We're like, oh shit, what does it really talk like that?
Because it's
bro.
a character.
Yup.
What the fuck? I'm like mind blown right now. I'm like, wait, what?
Because how your voice gonna get higher and higher every year you alive?
Yeah.
He had the opposite of puberty. That don't make no damn sense.
So do you think he's like, did he actually touch those kids or what?
Hey man.
I think those guys are just trying to get the bag, man.
Hey man. Hey man.
Well, I'm like, you know so much about
Rest
Michael
in
right
peace to
now.
Michael Jackson. We can't talk about Michael Jackson for too long.
Yeah man. R.I.P. Michael
We'll
Jackson.
come get you, then.
Let's go ahead and move on, man.
Let's shut it
R.I.P. Michael Jackson, man.
Podcast gone. Too much Michael Jackson talk. Yeah, for real.
Damn, for real?
For real, Michael. That's sacred shit right there. Don't fuck
it
with
is.
Michael.
It's what? It's sacred shit?
No, sacred.
Oh,
sacred.
I was like,
sacred. Nah, sacred.
He said
Michael.
sacred.
I was like, really?
Can't mention Michael Jackson too many times.
Say
I feel
fucking,
it.
what, 3 times in the mirror?
Hey,
he
I
pops
still
up.
listen to his music.
I'm through with Michael, man. We can talk about Michael Myers. That's my nigga. I fuck with him.
No, I don't want to talk about Michael Myers either.
I love me a good horror movie, man.
Horror movie?
Y'all been watching the new Michael Myers movies?
Shit, a horror movie?
Horror.
He said horror.
I thought you said a good horror movie.
He's like, I want to watch horror shit.
Horror movie.
Trying to trip me up on here.
Let me see the horror movies.
Horror movies.
You been watching the new Michael Myers?
I haven't
flicks?
seen the newest one.
I saw the newest one.
I ain't gonna lie, my mama loved Michael Myers, and we went to go see the first one in the new trilogy, and she was mad as fuck.
Why?
She was like, this shit suck.
It's just mindless like killing and shit.
Exactly. What I don't like about it is why are they making Lori, her name is Lori, who does
The main chick, right? Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis, whoever, Lori, right?
I think so, yeah.
Why do they keep trying to make her look like Michael Myers? Like she was like doing shit that Michael was doing 20 years ago, popping up at the school and shit.
That's his sister.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
It's not his sister.
It is, isn't it?
Yes,
No,
deep down.
that's not his sister.
That's the plot twist that they get into.
He killed his sister, didn't he?
Cam
Oh, no,
Johnson.
she's the babysitter. She's the babysitter.
The babysitter. Or some shit.
Babysitter. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, the very first Halloween is a part that's hilarious. It's like the old girl is washing clothes and she's looking for Lori and she's like, Lori! And then Michael Myers busts through that window, nigga. Every time. That shit hilarious.
I haven't watched the newest one.
Y'all be getting scared watching that shit?
I never got scared.
When it comes to slasher films, horror films, no. But when it comes to like some demonic shit where it's like, what's the infamous one?
Exorcist.
Exorcist. I can't watch
That one
Exorcist.
scared me,
The
but I
very
saw it in the
first-
theaters.
The very first Exorcist, yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
scary.
the
right?
first. That's the only movie that's ever kind of like freaked me out. Like, oh fuck.
That movie and that like 2003, 2004 Chainsaw Massacre.
Dude, Chainsaw. See, I can watch Chainsaw.
Other than that, though,
I like the original one
the
better.
old one?
That one-
Yeah,
that
but that
one-
one's not scary, though.
It kind of it's freaky though.
I
It's
get
like,
it.
It's freaky.
I get
like,
what you're saying.
to the point where like it made me feel like that can happen. And
The way that it looks and everything,
yeah,
the
like,
way they filmed it.
Like I would hate to be in a situation like
Hey,
that.
that shit made me not want to go to Texas for a little while.
Yeah, dude,
shit, yeah.
like that seems really plausible. Like that's
But man, I be watching them shits emotionally. Honestly, we watch a horror movie right now. I'm making jokes the whole time.
yeah.
I
was
can't
about
keep
to,
myself from joking around during
yeah,
them shits.
I was about to say that like when I watched The Exorcist the second time, it was with a bunch of homies and they were just laughing at everything, and I was like,
Yeah, man.
fuck.
I can't take shit serious, man. It just be funny. Like,
maybe I need to rewatch like The Exorcist and like just laugh at it.
With all of us, it's funny, dude. It's like,
If I watch it
in general, I'm saying.
If I watch it as a group, I can probably I can hang in.
now watching shit by yourself is different. Though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I saw The Exorcist by myself in 1997 when they did the theatrical re-release, and I saw it in the theaters by
Yeah,
myself.
you was tripping.
Yeah.
See, and even back then, like I said, that movie's scary now. Like that's a movie I feel uncomfortable watching. Like I'd be like, man, this shit a little scary. Like especially knowing the history of all that weird shit that happened with them filming that movie. But like all them other Exorcist movies, trash.
Yeah, trash.
I like The Conjuring. That shit
The
tight.
Conjuring's dope.
That shit's tight.
Yeah.
I can't watch it.
Sinister.
Like
You said you can't watch it? Come on, dog.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know that.
If it's anything demonic, I can't.
They're ghosts.
Even Ghost.
Bro, you gotta watch it, man. It's a good movie. It's like Ghostbusters if it was real.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like fuck the little guns and things. They be traveling through niggas' minds and shit, hunting ghosts, hunting the demon out of people. That shit tight.
Anything like that, I don't want to watch it because I don't want to think it's possible.
But it's not possible.
It's not possible, bro.
You never know.
That's why the things that scare me more.
Anything
Like
is
the
possible.
Texas Chainsaw Man, were like that
Anything
can
is
happen.
possible.
Hey, honestly, when it comes to killers, I'm like, okay,
That's more possible.
I like that. I can defend myself. A ghost will possess you.
Nigga, Michael Myers coming here right now, we all dead.
Yeah.
If we try to fight him, we all dead.
Motherfucker only has a
fighting.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. But some niggas
He's
in here
way
gonna try to
stronger
fight
than
him.
you. I'm gonna shoot that nigga fingers off.
Exactly. That's
Michael
what I'm
Myers
saying.
can't be killed that way.
I'm gonna feed him some ceviche.
Y'all ain't seen that.
We gonna say,
Y'all ain't seen
some
enough.
ceviche.
We gonna send him to the bathroom. Let's go buy you some time. He gonna be like, oh.
Nah, he gonna be in love with the ceviche. He gonna like, oh, what the fuck? This is fine. What type of tea?
I'm still gonna kill you though. Let me finish this.
Imagine Michael Myers with the Michael Jackson voice. Once you get past all that bullshit, you give him some ceviche and he like, more tapatio, please. What is this? I never had no shit like this, guys. That nigga eating them ceviche like,
What does Michael Myers be eating? He gotta eat something.
Ceviche.
He probably eat cats and shit.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. In my mind, he eats like cats and dogs.
Grab shit out there.
Hey, realistically, he looks like he eats like Del Taco and Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. It look like he might slide in your crib and just eat your leftovers. Like, not even fuck with you one night. Like,
He just says the number and just goes. It's very
Like-
short. You know, like it's just
like-
really short. It is
Like 6.
Yeah.
Large.
you ever cook
Coke.
some shit and the next morning you like, damn, I knew I had an extra piece. Michael Myers was in your shit. He didn't spare you your life, but he ate your chicken wings.
that's the type of people that go to Taco Bell and Del Taco at 3
Del
in the
Taco on
morning.
fire.
Hey, honestly, that's one
Nah,
of
Del
my.
Taco on fire. I love Del Taco.
You ever think about scenarios and be like, if I ever caught a nigga in my house making a sandwich, like on Friday after next, the nigga robbing him, he was making that sandwich. Oh man, you get fired on, bro. You not disrespect. Not only are you in my fucking house, you eating up the smoked turkey, nigga, and the pastrami.
Are you making 2 sandwiches? Is he making 2 sandwiches?
Like one for you, one for him.
If he make one for me, I'm gonna spare him.
What is that? A pre-fade sandwich? Like I know we finna get down.
No, we're not gonna get down.
We're gonna give you
I'ma eat the
Why don't
sandwich.
you take this?
I'm gonna whip your ass, and then you ain't gonna leave.
I got a pistol at the house. It's like a defense pistol, so it's not gonna kill you, but it's gonna fuck you up though. Because you can't kill a nigga in California if they come in your house. You know that, right?
You can't do that anymore.
Unless you feel like unless they have a gun and you feel like your life is
like if you just shoot them and they don't have anything, that you can't.
yeah, you going to jail. But I'll shoot you I'ma shoot your chest up. You gonna be bleeding.
I'm gonna hurt you real bad.
You ain't gonna die. But you gonna be bleeding.
It's like BBs or what?
Yeah, they gonna be in your chest. And
Fuck that.
then I'm gonna break you, and then I know how to break a nigga knee. I'll teach you off camera.
Hey,
You know how to do it like pretty easy or what?
Yeah. Somebody coming forward,
Yeah.
so towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that wouldn't be under attempt murder if you shot him up with a BB.
If I break his knees,
break his knees, shot him up with
Somebody
BBs.
come in my spot.
That's
I'ma
self-defense.
feed you to the dogs.
if you're in my house and I don't know if you have a weapon,
Dogs.
I could break some of your bones and it's okay. You know, be hearing about the MMA people that be getting their house broken into and they be beating
Bro,
the
that
fuck out
happened,
of you.
that happened to that one
That's
bald
crazy.
guy.
Fuck that. They happened to damn man, I forget her name, but one of the women.
Oh yeah,
And
her
then
too. Yeah.
She beat the fuck out this nigga, bro.
Who was it?
Imagine breaking into somebody's house and getting your ass whooped.
Wrong house.
Soon as you hit the door, chin.
Oh,
I'd rather get shot with the little pellets.
Hey,
I didn't know it hit you. It was just
I seen this video.
30 seconds into entry, I'm crying. I'm tapping out.
Hey, man.
Hey, I seen this video of a guy going in to rob a store, a liquor store or something.
He got shot, huh?
Yeah, you see that shit?
Oh, yeah.
That was a narco.
That was the narco?
That was a narco.
Yeah, he shot him.
And that was out there by the crib.
I was like, damn, who's with the shit? That nigga's running out like, shut up.
Have you seen the people running the liquor store in Vegas and try to rob a boy and he stabbed him?
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
It's like they tried to rob a liquor store. They went in there with like mask on and
it was like a white guy. It was a white boy, right?
It was like a younger Asian dude that worked there.
Oh, yeah,
He came out the back and he was like, why do you guys have those masks on? And then they didn't say anything, and then they was on some weird shit. He's like, bro, can y'all just leave? And then they start jumping over the register and shit. He pulled out the shank, stabbed this nigga.
He's like, I'm gonna die. I'm dying.
Yeah, bro.
I'm dying.
I didn't want to laugh because I don't know the results of this man's life. I don't know if he died, but he got stabbed once. He was like, oh, he's stabbing me.
No, he swung back.
Yeah, then he got stabbed again. He was like, oh, I'm dying. He got stabbed again, and he said, oh, I'm dead.
I ain't gonna lie, before we get out of here, the funniest shit I've seen in a long time is that dude get pepper sprayed.
Oh, yeah,
and walk into his car. But the funniest part was at the end when he stuck his hand out and said, somebody take my hand.
Y'all ain't seen that video?
At that point,
it was like
he was fucked up.
It's a video of some people. They're just recording some shit. They're like auditors or something.
Yeah.
So some guys like, hey man, I'm gonna figure out what y'all recording. Why y'all record me? And they're like, don't worry about it. We're just recording. And he tries to like fight him. So old boy pepper sprays him. That shit is hilarious.
He started walking into his car. He couldn't see. And at the end of the video, bro, after like 2 minutes, he just sticks out his hand like, somebody take my hand. Like he was in so much pain, agony. But that's what the fuck you get for running up on the auditors.
Yeah, you gotta look that shit up. Man gets pepper sprayed by auditors.
Oh yeah.
And then what was the fucking other one? That guy who got stabbed?
Wait.
That's probably not on YouTube, low key.
Where would you see that?
Why is it quiet?
Oh, they doing a moment.
Oh, okay. I think.
Hey man, I think we were talking through a moment of silence.
I know, right?
I'm sorry.
I think he said moment of silence. This guy got stabbed. Which one is it?
Damn.
Hey man, it's all good. We over here we in a separate division. You know what I mean? We in a separate part.
We got like 37 minutes in it.
Hey man, we been here for that long.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta
man.
say something for the next podcast.
Yeah, we'll say something for the next one. We're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go watch the homies perform.
I'm gonna go take a piss right now.
Yeah,
too.
man. Good looking out, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Club,
The camera's
Richmond.
on you guys.
Yes, sir.
Shout
Yes,
out
sir.
to
Love,
Hannah's.
love, 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 love,
All right,
love,
man.
love. Have a
Good
beautiful
luck.
night.
Yeah, bitch.
Hell yeah, that's
Know
dope.
about me, bro. Know about me, bro. Hard in the game, gonna make a name. Leaving my mark, I'ma leave my stain. Better back up, cause I bring the pain. What you know about me, bro? Know about me, got supreme hat, supreme clothes, bad breezy. Fuck yeah, so fresh, we're high class, bro. What you know about me, bro? Know about me.